In this video, we will explore the copy instruction in Dockerfiles, a fundamental command for adding files from your computer to Docker images. Let's get started. The copy instruction in a Dockerfile transfers files and directories from your host machine, that is your local computer, into the Docker image being built. It's essential for including your application code, configuration files, and any other necessary resources inside the Docker image. The basic syntax of the copy instruction is straightforward. It consists of the keyword copy, followed by the source and the destination. The source is the path to the file or directory on your host machine that you want to copy. The destination is the path inside the Docker image where you want to place the copied file or directory. Here are a couple of simple examples. The first copies a single file named a.py from the host machine to the path user, source, app inside the Docker image. The second example copies a file named requirements.txt to the current working directory in the image, indicated by the / symbol. To copy entire directories, you can use a similar syntax. This instruction copies the entire source directory and its contents to the path app source inside the image. Similarly, this instruction copies the content of the config directory to the path app config inside the image. Directories are copied recursively, including all subdirectories and files. Wildcards can be used to copy multiple files based on a pattern. For instance, this instruction copies all files with the .py extension, which are Python files, from the host to the app directory in the image. This instruction copies all files that start with test_ and end with .py to the app tests directory. The asterisk wildcard matches any sequence of characters in the file names. Now let's compare copy with another Dockerfile instruction called add. Copy is used for simple file transfers and is the preferred and more predictable choice for most scenarios. Add, on the other hand, has some additional features. It can automatically extract archives and download files from URLs. However, add has more complex behavior and can sometimes lead to unexpected results. Therefore, it's generally recommended to use copy, unless you specifically need the extra features of add. Here are some best practices to keep in mind when using the copy instruction. First, always use a .dockerignore file to exclude unnecessary files and directories from being copied into the image, reducing the image size. Second, use absolute paths for destinations to avoid ambiguity and ensure files are copied to the correct location. Third, when copying dependencies, copy them first in the Dockerfile. This allows Docker's caching mechanism to work more effectively, speeding up the image build process. Finally, prefer copy over add for simple file transfers due to its simplicity and predictability. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.